Anthropophagus was directed by Joe D'Amato, most known for his Italian exploitation and pornographic films, which were later on in his career. He started off doing drama, but moved into this stuff because it's a lot more interesting. He has stated that this was the cheapest movie he has ever made, and it is considered by fans to be the most popular. Just a way to show you how cheap this is when they like after they filmed it, they had a score made by a film composer, but they lost the music to it, like someone lost it. So they took another B movie from 20 years ago, Kingdom of the Spiders, and just took that score and put it on their movie. So if that's not cheap, I don't know what is. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the review. This is a bad horror flick. It has bad acting, bad script, and very bad dubbing because none of the actors speak English. But it is a classic and a cult classic at that. It has been identified as one of the video nasties, which were prosecuted in England in the 1980s because of their escalation of gore. In particular, a scene where the cannibal man rips out a woman's fetus and eats it. Look forward to that and others in a little bit. The movie begins with a young and happy couple strolling through a Greek island that was actually filmed in Italy the whole time. Can't really tell. Everyone is chill. They begin to walk down to the beach and you know something bad is going to happen, but it's almost so boring you just want something bad to happen to them. Yeah. They get to the beach. The woman then gets into her bikini, and I am now paying more attention now. The woman goes into the water to swim while the man listens to music on the shore, and I am sure that she is saying something happy and good, but I can't really tell because the movie is not in English yet, but the rest of the movie will be, though.
Setzen wir uns hier. Schön. Gut, ja. Wow. Gut.
Es ist eiskalt.
Sie ist besser ein bisschen zu warten, wir haben jetzt gegessen.
Du hast viel gegessen, aber ich nur ein Brötchen.
Woman is happily swimming, and the boyfriend is happily listening to music. The dog is happy, and the woman swims out to a boat, and bam, we get the first kill, which is off screen, and the blood is orange, so it's not that great. But wait for it, here it comes. The boyfriend gets a meat cleaver to the head, and he's not so happy anymore. And that's the setup for the whole movie. The plot now begins with a group of 5 people on the mainland who rent a boat to tour the islands. They meet Julie, a stranger who wants to go with them to get a ride to one of the islands where she stays with some friends. She says that there are only a few people living on an island and tourists rarely go there. Yeah, let's go to an island with a complete stranger we have never met before. Jesus. Stranger danger, people. Stranger danger.
Do you mean you want to come with us? Hey, kids, do you think Alan would object if we brought someone else along?
Not if it's someone like her.
I have to join some friends on one of the islands. I just need a lift.
Well, sounds fine, huh?
Hell yeah.
Let's see now. Here it is. This is the island I have to get to. It's about 100 miles off the coast.
Well, I don't see any reason not to include that island on our little hop, huh?
It is kind of strange that there's no boat service to or from it, though.
Oh, actually, it isn't all that strange. For many months of the year, it's nearly uninhabited. There are just a few permanent families, and they're self-sufficient. Only in summer do the tourists come. It's an earthly paradise.
How do the tourists get there?
Either they have a boat or they get a lift. Unfortunately, I was delayed, and I got there too late.
They head to the island. Great puke shot as the pregnant woman pukes over the side of the boat. Carol, one of the girls, gives tarot card readings and begins to say that death awaits and that it is a bad idea to go to the island. Foreshadowing much?
It's okay, honey. Don't worry about it. It's normal. We're all feeling it a little.
This row of cards is the past. This one is the present, and this is the future.
Oh, come on, Carol. Let's forget about the past and the present. I know all about them anyway. Let's skip right to the future.
What do you want to know?
Well, if it'll be a girl or a boy, how tall, rich, good-looking. I want to know everything about the kid.
Put your right hand on the cards. Okay? Now, choose 3 and turn them over. And now, turn over one in the other row.
You awake? Hey, Carol.
you going to talk or not? What do the cards say?
I don't know, Maggie. Sometimes they're not very clear, and they don't always mean something. Right now, I can't interpret these cards. It's never happened like this. I just don't understand it. I think it should be done over. Some other time.
Oh, Carol, come on. I think the message is very clear. The two knights are the two men in your life. One's your husband, and one's the baby. Therefore, it'll be a boy. The sun is a positive sign, a sign of strength and security. It'll protect your two knights all their life. Then the nighttime is symbolic of peace and serenity. And so?
And so it's time to eat. That is, if anyone could lay his hands on the can opener.
I'd better give them a hand or no dinner. But don't think you get off that easily. We'll go into this again later.
Thanks, Julie. You found something nice and innocuous.
But Carol, why did you stop?
I guess because the cards hadn't answered. And I believe in these cards. And when I don't see clearly, I can't just invent things.
Carol, if the cards didn't answer you, why worry so much?
If you ask the cards about the future and don't get any answer, that means there is no future.
Upon arriving at the island, they get off the boat, but the sick pregnant woman twists her ankle and says she cannot walk around the island. So her husband and all her friends leave her there with the boat owner. Hey, we're sorry you're sick, pregnant, and in pain and can barely walk, but see ya, we're gonna go exploring. I'm rooting for the bad guy here. I don't know about you.
Careful walking down this thing, huh?
You were right when you said it was a paradise. Why don't we stop over for a while?
It's an idea to be taken into consideration. Where's the village?
Oh, it's right in back of that ridge.
Good. We'll take you up there, all right?
Yes, fine.
Okay, everyone ashore. There you go. Come on, Maggie. Easy does it. Maggie, what is it?
Oh, my ankle. Oh, I think it's a bad sprain. All we needed, right? I don't think I can make it up that hill. Sorry.
That's too bad. But be sure to soak your foot in seawater. It won't swell up that way.
Shall I stay with you?
No, I'll be fine. You go on.
Okay.
So long, Maggie, and thanks again.
Bye, Julie, and have a good vacation.
Come on, Carol.
Maggie, is there anything I can get you?
No, thanks, really. I'll be fine.
Lo sé, te quiero.
It's strange, though.
What is?
I don't see my friend's boat anywhere.
They're probably out in it.
Must be another wharf.
Oh, there wasn't 2 summers ago.
So they built one in the meantime.
Well, could be.
This is more like a...
On the island, the group is finding that it is deserted. Things are in disarray, and everyone seems to have disappeared.
Hey,
Danny and
is there anyone
Carol
here?
see a mysterious woman who writes "Go away" on a dusty window.
Maybe they're all in
As they
shape.
run to find her, a chewed and rotting corpse falls out in front of Carol. And they finally decide to go back to the boat, finally remembering that Maggie is there, all alone. These
We'll
people
go
are
up this way.
stupid.
Let's take a look in the general store. That's the telegraph machine. Looks in pretty bad shape.
Very bad. And it looks like it was knocked out of commission on purpose. Aren't there any phones on this island?
No, they've never had a line to the mainland. That was the only means of communication.
What's this? The last telegram out of this place was sent June the 2nd. That's more than a month ago.
What's going on here? I don't understand.
Hey!
Oh.
A little nervous, are we? Have you managed to clear up the mystery?
No. Where is everybody?
They're all trying to find someone.
Danny, let's go back.
Look. There's a woman there. So there is somebody around here. Come on. Calimera. Good morning. Anyone home?
Danny, the window. Look.
Go away. There she is. Come on, we gotta try to talk to her.
Hey, if you're still watching, thank you. This has been Teenage Brains. I love this channel. Now let's get back to the review.
How te quería?
The water's warm. Could you change it for me?
A mismo quería.
Staffies! Staffies!
It's as though she'd been devoured.
Nothing. The woman's just disappeared.
Let's get back to the boat.
Maggie! Maggie's alone out there.
The friends find the boat adrift offshore and decide to look for a place to stay on the island overnight on an abandoned island with a cannibal running around. They don't seem concerned for the sick and pregnant girl that can barely walk, who's supposed to be on the boat all out in the ocean all alone. Hey guys, the boat's gone. Let's find a place to stay here on this deserted island with a chewed and rotting corpse. These people are stupid. It's all.
Sure.
It's getting dark. There's nothing much we could do in any case, so try to take it easy.
You're right. It'll be night soon.
Yeah. Let's try to find somewhere to sleep, huh?
Of course. Let's go over to my friend's house. I'm sure they'll put us up for the night.
The group goes to Julie's friend's house where they find it deserted. Now they are talking about how everything is abandoned and empty. They are curious and interested, but don't seem concerned that the pregnant woman's husband is now passed out on a couch. Let me see. Deserted island, things in disarray, everyone gone, chewed up corpse, boat is gone. At this point, I'm surprised you are all still here.
Tomorrow morning, we're all going out to look for Maggie. You with us?
What do you think?
No, we'd better try to get some sleep. There are 2 bedrooms.
I'd rather we all slept here in the living room.
Yeah, we can stretch out on the couches.
In the night, they hear a noise and investigate. Really? That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Stay there. They find the blind teenage daughter of the owners in the basement, apparently in a full wine casket. Sweet. Striking out wildly with a knife. She wounds Danny in the back. She babbles on about evil madman who smells of blood, so she can always tell where he is near. For some reason, Andy and Arnold fear that they have to go now in the middle of a storming night for a deserted island where there's a bloody madman running around to go get antibiotics in case Danny's wound gets infected. Trust me, at the end of this movie, that's not all you have to worry about.
I heard it too. Let's go see.
Look, the piano. Here, Kitty. Rita, it's me, Julie. Do you remember me? It's all right now. It's all over.
Take it easy, will you?
Quiet, hero. You'll live. Didn't get you anyplace important. Just a cut. A pretty deep one, though. Boil some water to wash it, then bandage it. How's she doing?
Pretty damn poorly. Her mind is in such confusion. Who knows how long she's been down there. This is the English girl I was coming to take care of, the daughter.
She's blind. You never said that.
It all happened when she was 5. How's Danny?
Nothing serious. Just trying to avoid infection. I saw some antibiotics in the store this morning. I'll have to go get them tonight.
Going now?
Yes. It's better. Well, get Arnie to come along, too. Rita, you feeling all right? What's going on in the village right now? And what's happened to your parents?
I don't know. They're afraid.
Of what, Rita?
I don't know. I call them, but they don't answer. Mummy, Daddy, where are you? Nobody's there. Nobody. Only him. I can smell him. The second he comes. I'm the only one who knows when he's coming. And I'm never wrong. I know by the smell.
Who is he? How do you know that, Rita?
Blood. He smells of blood. Blood.
It's all right, darling. Calm down. It's all over. We're here with you. We're here with you. Don't worry.
I saw it somewhere over there. Got it. Let's go.
Want one?
Thanks. Does it hurt?
No, it's just a scratch.
Be a lot better if you could rest.
I'd much rather keep you company.
I can't wait for the storm to be over.
It's already stopped raining, but there's still a lot of electricity in the air. Scared?
Yes.
Well, you don't really show it. You know, you're really incredible. Julie, I don't know if you realized.
You mustn't, Danny, no.
Because of Carol, right? Don't worry. Between Carol and me, there's just an old friendship.
Danny, I'm not interested. Honest, I'm not.
Okay, you're not. But I'm going to tell you just the same. Carol might be in love with me, but she can never give me what I need in a woman.
Why? What are you looking for that's so special?
I don't know how to say it, but I do know that I have found it with you.
Carol.
Damn you. It's your fault. Everything that's happening. It's all your fault. Damn you, you dragged us into this. You'll kill us all.
Carol, get off it.
Carol. Where's she going off to that little...
Carol then becomes upset and runs away from the house into the storm in the middle of the night. Women. On a deserted island with a bloody madman running around. Julie then follows behind trying to get her back. They then don't care about this sick, pregnant girl earlier on in the movie that cannot walk. but she will chase after Carol as she goes out into the middle of the storm at night. Priorities, people.
Carol! What are you doing? Open up. Open this gate. Carol! Don't go away, Carol!
Julie, however, does not find Carol. She does find Andy and Arnold back at the house. The madman has now come. He is disfigured with peeling skin and he goes to attack the blind girl. Danny, wielding a meat cleaver, attacks the madman, but he gets tossed to the ground and the killer bites his throat open so he bleeds out. That's how the antibiotics aren't going to work.
Oh, Alan.
Julie, what happened?
It's Carol. She ran away again.
Where is she
I
now?
don't know. She locked me in the cemetery and then she just ran off.
Maybe she went back to the house.
Let's go.
Okay.
Carol! What is it, Rita? What's the matter?
He's here. He's here nearby. I can smell him.
Calm down, honey. I'm here with you. Everything's all right. I'm going to lock the door.
Alan.
Huh? Hey, what's the matter, Arnie?
Move. They're all dead. Why are we bothering? Everybody's dead. Carol's right. She said this place has a curse on it. That monster's gonna kill us all. You and me and Julie, everyone.
That's stupid talk, Arnie. The curse, the monster. It's just a bunch of bull. Danny was killed by a human being's bite. That is the truth. But that can only be some poor, insane wretch. And we have to kill him before he gets to us. So we absolutely cannot abandon Maggie and Carol. Whether they're dead or alive, we've got to find them.
The killer then runs away as Julie, Andy, and Arnold return. The next day, everyone left. Andy, Arnold, Julie, and the blind teenager walk around the island looking for Carol. They see a mansion that apparently belongs to a Klaus Wortman. And Julie tells them that Klaus, his wife, and their child are assumed to be dead because they were shipwrecked. Klaus's sister Ruth went crazy when this happened. We now have all the fixings for a good horror stew here. Hope it's gonna get good.
Not far from home, but disappeared with his wife and child.
And there's no one of his family left?
Careful, Regan. I think there's a sister. The paper said the tragedy sent her out of her mind. She was very close to him. Careful.
We then learn that the woman watching them earlier was Ruth. She was watching them as they entered the building. Carol is in the mansion sleeping on a couch. And then as the group stands in the foyer of the house, Ruth hangs herself over the banister. This was a spectacular scene here. Carol wakes up as the group talks. They then look out the window and see that the boat is close to the shore. Andy and Arnold rush out to secure the boat. Julie finds a partially burned journal and then reads it. She finds that the madman killer is Ruth's brother Klaus, who apparently did not die in the shipwreck, and that Ruth has hidden all the bodies of the victims in the house. Seriously, your crazy brother is killing everyone in the village, and you think the house is the best place to hide the bodies. You live on a tropical island and you're going to hide the bodies in your house. They're going to be smelling awful.
There's a step up.
Let's take a look upstairs.
Come on.
Arnie, go and cut that rope. Hurry.
Oh, my God.
Who the hell is she?
It must be Ruth Weltman. You know, the sister.
Alan, Julie, come up here, quick!
We're going up some stairs now.
Carol! Carol! What happened?
Alan. Alan. It's Danny. Danny's dead, isn't he?
Yes. But how did you know?
She told me. Where is she?
She killed herself.
Oh,
But how did she know about Danny?
I don't know, but she was good to me. Although she behaved very strangely. Last night, before I fell asleep, she asked me if I'd pardon her. Why?
Alan, quick, look out there.
Andy and Arnold both split up. Why they do this, I don't know, because they're both going to the same place, the beach, just to get the boat. But yeah, that makes no sense. Arnold then finds an abandoned church with Maggie's shoe outside, the sick pregnant girl from earlier. He treks into the catacombs where the dead bodies are buried on slabs and finds Maggie laying on one. He gets her up and tries to get her out, but sick, pregnant, and can barely walk, and this isn't going to go well. Klaus, the, deformed psycho dude, with his disfigured and flaking face, confronts them, but is stopped by an apparent flashback. We see him in a lifeboat with his wife and son. Their faces are peeling from the sun, and he looks greedily at his son and tries to convince his wife that their son is dead and that they should eat him. The wife takes exception to this and tries to protect her son, and Klaus accidentally stabs her. This seems to irritate him a lot. He then apparently ate his wife and son's corpses, which made him crazy. We don't see all this, it's just assumed. Klaus then comes out of his flashback, attacks Arnold, stabbing and mortally wounding him. Klaus then pushes Maggie down and strangles her to death. And the most iconic scene in the movie is him eating her fetus out. Yeah, you heard that right. Eating her fetus. It's not very bloody, but it's just the thought of that happening. It's really gross.
What's that?
A notebook. Partially burnt. But you can read lots of it. Could be a diary. 10th of May. Found the bodies of the 2 German tourists. A horrible carnage that is panicking the whole island. It's burned here. I can't make it out.
I think I can read something.
There have been many deaths. Now in the village, they're talking about the monster. The tourists are leaving the island, but he goes on murdering. The police have come, but there's nothing they can do to him. I've hidden the bodies. Without bodies, there's no proof. I've hidden all the entrances to his room.
Look, Arnie, we've got to find some way of getting out to the boat.
Let's split up.
Right. You try that way.
Okay.
I'll go. You stay here with Rita.
All right.
Let's get out of here. Go away. Leave us alone. We haven't done anything to you.
You can't do it. He's our son.
He's dead, Martha. He's dead. His meat now will survive through him.
I won't let you touch him. He's our son.
Martha. 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 Martha.
Anyway, she stays in there and begins to read another diary. Suddenly, Carol stumbles into the room and tries to talk, but she can't because her throat is slashed. Julie grabs the blind teenager and runs up the stairs all the way to the attic. Why? Why do you run to the top of the multi-story mansion? I get that the guy is scary looking and he has a knife, but he's pretty much a zombie. Just run around him. They lock the attic door, but that crazy Klaus somehow manages to get on the roof, punch through the ceiling, pull the teenager through the hole in the roof, then bite her neck open. Julie finally grabs the pickaxe that is conveniently up against the wall in the attic, which is just something you need to question because why is that there? She then manages to stab him in the leg through the roof. Klaus falls off the roof and into a well on the grounds. Julie runs out looking for where he is, and as she looks into the well, he grabs her and pulls her in. Julie manages to get out of the well with Klaus right behind her. Andy appears just behind her and then stabs Klaus in the stomach, making his intestines spill. As a final last gross out, the deranged cannibal gathers his intestines and gnaws on them as he stares at Andy. He then falls dead to the ground while Julie and Andy stare on in horror.
Oh, Carol. Oh. Rita! Hurry, come with me. Hurry!
This goes on for a while, so I'm just going to skip this ahead a little.
Julie, where are we? Shh, be quiet. Anthropophagus is a very interesting horror movie, you could say. It's a little bit slow at first, but, you know, the ending seems to make it all worth it. That scene where he eats her fetus out is kind of gross, though. You can easily tell it's fake, but, you know, you might not be prepared for it if you don't know it's coming. Someone liked this movie enough to give it a remake, so that's at least that with Anthropophagus 2000. Have not seen that one, don't want to. It's probably sucks. But yeah, I'd give this a
3 out of 5 in rating systems. Anyway, this week's crappy dog movie is, or animal or Christian movie is, Bear With Me. A movie about little girls trying to save bears in the forest from the logging company. And that's about it. There's also an Indian with a spirit bear, so that's interesting. But this movie pretty much just drags on and on and on until something happens, and then it ends. And that's about it. It was better than the last dog movie, which was Kayla, and that sucked. But yeah. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe. I'll have a new video next week. I just learned how to edit, so these videos are kind of long. Anyway, I have a new interesting movie for you next week with zombie strippers. Until then, please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. This has been Teenage Brains.